Just start before you know how. This is the only message you need today to change your life. Sometimes it feels like there are so many options in life. We get stuck, afraid that choosing the wrong path will lead to path of disaster. It's really easy to distract ourselves to avoid making any choice. I used to feel that way too. It feels like life is whirlwind of responsibilities and there's never a perfect moment to start chasing your dreams. Especially for people with families. Their mornings are not only theirs. Like for me, my mornings are not only mine, they are dedicated to my family and my kid. Between getting the kid ready, making the breakfast, getting her prepared for school, and preparing for a full day of work, it's a non-stop rush. Every day is a balancing act, juggling between the needs of my family and the corporate. Balancing a full-time job and being a mom means that my day is filled with endless tasks. From answering emails to helping with the homework, taking care of the family, there's always one or the other thing that needs my attention. It often feels like there's no time left for me and my dreams. In the middle of all this chaos, finding even few minutes for myself, trust me, it feels like luxury. But it's actually in these quiet moments that I dream of doing something more. For instance, growing on YouTube. The desire to create and share and document my journey along the way, it never fades away. Even if I'm just sitting and then not doing anything, having just me time, that moment and then that curiosity just to create and share would just come back. Even if I have like 2 minutes of the lean time. I've always wanted to create and document my progress and my journey on YouTube, but the thought of just starting out is really overwhelming. I know I don't have everything figured out. I don't have all the answers, but the fact that you guys are seeing this video published online, I took the bravest step, which is actually deciding to take the first step anyways. Setting up the camera for the first time, because I tried shooting it on the camera, it feels really exciting and terrifying. Starting new things is exciting, but that excitement fades quickly. You go through the cycle of uncertainty and fear, and then that's what happened to me in the last 6 months. It's really easy to connect your identity with your work, but for others, it might just be a hobby that you're pursuing. The doubts and fears don't go away, they just morph into new fears. But if you push through those doubts and fears, you'll realize that they hold no weight over your baggage. It's so surprising about realizing that how far I've come just by showing up every single day and trying to learn new things actually. Looking back, I do realize that the doubts and fears, most of the times they start when I click to record myself. I don't know what I'm doing, what I am supposed to do. There is a harsh reality in starting new things, that there is the excitement at first, but that excitement, it just fades away right away. To everyone else around me, this is a cute little hobby of mine of posting these videos, but to me, it is something more. It is something that I have to see through. I've grown tired of starting new things and not finishing them. I know this time it has to be different. I have to give it a new level of focus. It's not that I will pick the camera for the very first time in my life. I've done it in the past. I've been consistent in the past as well. For both of my channels, I've done it intentionally with clear goals and to vision the value that I want to provide to my audience. As I was getting ready to revamp and double the efforts for my YouTube channel, my health took a toll and then I had to stop everything but just take care of my health. I just didn't feel like recording anything, putting myself out in front of the camera, and then this exact feeling stayed with me for over 4 months. But now that I'm getting ready to crush through those desires, I know what I need to do. All I have to do is just show up. So I'm sharing with you guys the 5 lessons that I'm taking along with me on this new level of focus that I am in. Number 1 is embracing the imperfection. You don't need to have everything figured out. Sometimes just starting with what you have is enough. It's really okay. You need to be okay if things aren't perfect in the beginning. By embracing imperfection, I know that I will find freedom in my creativity. Number 2 is consistency over perfection. Instead of hoping that you're doing the right thing, you actually make this the right thing. I don't think any great inventor or artist started with 100% perfection. Even when they pushed through, they probably encountered a lot of discouragement. It's not at their level, but I can relate it to my level because I've personally seen discouragement not from people around me, but rather internal. Procrastination or lack of accountability. So those all are discouragement forms that are holding me back, putting myself out there and showing up. What I've learned is that showing up consistently is way more important than doing the things perfectly. Each day, each effort brings you closer to your goals. Consistency builds habits, and habits in general builds success. Even if it is 10 minutes a day, showing up matters more than you think. Number 3 is realizing breakthroughs happen when you push through those doubts. When I first started making YouTube videos, I found I was comparing myself to others. I was comparing my day 1 to someone else's day 100, which was not just fair to myself. I quickly realized that I cannot hold myself to the expectations which are beyond my control. Instead, what I'm focusing on right now is one thing that I can control, which is the quality of the video. Now, whether 10 people watch this video or 10,000 people watch this video, that is beyond my control, and then I hold no expectations around it. So if you are hesitant because you don't know how things would turn out and making this hesitation as a reason of you not starting, this should be the exact reason for you to start out. Number 4 is reward of starting. Even before starting my YouTube journey, I've known one thing, that YouTube is a long-term journey and it's not a sprint. Incredibly rewarding as well. Sharing my story, connecting with others, and realizing that each step forward is a progress. And since last year, all I've seen, I have wonderful people around me, of the positive comments. Knowing that I've even inspired one person, it makes all the efforts worthwhile. Number 5 is understanding the urgency to start now. Why wait? The perfect time will never come. Every day you delay is a day lost. Your dreams and your goals, they deserve your attention today and not some other day. There's an urgency to start right now because time doesn't wait for anybody. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see the progress, and the sooner you'll realize you're more closer to your goals than you thought. Maybe not knowing how it will all work out is the reason that you need to start. You don't need to see the whole path, you just need to take the very first step. To anyone out there feeling stuck or unsure, just remember, you don't need to have all the answers. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to start even before you know how. Take that first step and the rest will follow. You have the power to create the life that you want, starting right now.